So welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 16 of practice. And so we've been down on the floor. We're going to stay a little bit on the floor this morning, and then we're going to meander up a little bit. This practice has been, I'm really enjoying the feeling of it in my body. I'm noticing places of me, really engaging with what we're doing, which is very nice. So come lie on your back with your knees bent. So knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. And just settle in, find the floor beneath you. It's very nice. And then just begin to sway your knees from side to side, noticing the sensations that emerge as you do this. And just listening, feeling, sensing in this moment as I rock my knees from side to side. There are sensations in my inner thighs, the deep of my belly, the sides of my pelvis. Nice. Come back to center. Bring your feet as wide as your mat and do the same movement. Now, as I drop to the right, I'm going to drop my left hip a bit deeper, left knee a little bit deeper. So I kind of wind into the top leg as I drop down. I'm just leaning into the front of that leg, the front of the pelvis, noticing how it is. You can, if you want, drop your arms overhead so that your chest and your arms are beginning to open and connect. And so as I drop my knees to the left, I reach a bit longer into the right arm. And as I drop my knees to the right, reach a bit longer into the left arm. So just feel that. You're creating this really long length through the top leg, and it's that arm that's reaching higher. And I feel that as I stretch that arm, I have this like, I can literally feel how my armpit, my belly, my knee are all connected. Nice. So drop your knees down towards the left and then reach longer into the right arm and turn your head towards the left. And deepen the breath into the deep of that stretch and length that we're creating in the front of the right belly. And, the analogy I use often is that it's like you are a violin, and the stretch is like tuning the strings of the bow of the violin, but the breath is the bow. So the breath plays the notes of the stretch. So can you feel the deep of your belly? Can you play the deep of this stretch by inhaling into it and then exhaling? And notice the textures and the tones of the sensation through the whole right side of your body changes. The inhalation has a particular sound or texture, and then the exhalation has another one as you deepen and sink into it. Nice. Come back up to center. Feet are still hip distance apart or mat distance apart. So drop both knees down towards the right and then reach longer into the left arm. Turn your head towards the right. So you have this sense of like super long. It's like my left knee is trying to come towards the floor and my left armpit is reaching, reaching, reaching. And then I'm going to play the stretch with my breath. And has this like really incredible feeling of in the deep of my ribs. I feel like I'm meeting, it's like the balloon of my breath is meeting the deep attachments of my heart. Ooh, yum. Does it feel? Diaphragm, heart, armpit, psoas, deep of your hip. Nice. And then come back to center. Great. So bring your feet hip distance apart now this time. Feet are underneath your knees and reach your arms up towards the ceiling and bring your palms together. Push your feet down and then roll up along your spine and pause at the top of your movement and squeeze your bum. Nice. And then slowly rolling down and then lift your heels off the floor when you're all the way down. Okay, just your heels. And my toes are touching, but lightly touching. Nice. Push your heels down, rising up along your spine. Push your hips high, squeeze your bum. And then rolling all the way down. When you're all the way down, just lift your heels off the floor and feel that moment where your toes, maybe they hover, maybe they float. Nice. Again, push your feet down, rolling up, squeeze your bum. Rolling down, lift your heels or let your toes hover. So start just moving up and down along your spine. Feel the places in this movement that feel really juicy and very strong and able in your body. And maybe there's places that feel less able. And so I haven't talked about Team You in practice. So if you imagine that you are a team of many, many parts, you're a community of parts. And so your main aim isn't to have one part that's like super strong and really able. It's that all of you is heard and met in the movement that you do. So therefore you're playing to your weakest link. Nice. Next time you push down through your feet, lift up through your hips, reach up through your hips and pause. So you're not moving your strong place without also including the weaker layer of you. And you're editing and adapting that your weaker layer is being met rather than overwhelmed. So right now, how are your knees? How are your hips? And is there a part of you that's saying, I'm struggling? And that's the weaker layer. So soften something that the weaker layer feels really heard and met, and yet you're still connected to the whole movement. It's like the whole of you is well, rather than bits of you are struggling and other bits are fine. Nice. Roll all the way down. Reach your arms overhead. So we're going to do, what's this one called? Zoomies, yes. So draw your right knee up towards you and pull your elbows towards your right knee. And then reach your right arm, your arms overhead, and stretch your right leg long until it's the same angle as your left leg. Bend your knee, pull your knee up, elbow to your knee. Stretching long, heel is long, bum is floating. Nice. Zoomies, bring your elbow to your knee. Stretch your leg long, your bum floats in the air as you lengthen into that right leg. Zoomies, squeeze deeply. Long, feel the super long of that right leg. One more time. Zoomies, pull your elbow to your knee. Long and pause. Feel the strength of your left leg. And then reach your right leg straight up towards the ceiling and roll into your ankle. Nice. And then roll in the other direction. If you can, keep your bum floating in the air. That sense of strong left leg. Nice. Bend your knee. Bring your foot to the floor. Lower your bum all the way down. Pause. Can you feel the difference between your two bums, your two legs? Feel your breath settle into it. Zoomies on the other side. So draw your left knee up and bring your elbows to your knee. My left elbow is the one that's really touching. My right elbow is just traveling along, okay? Then I reach my arms overhead and lengthen long into the left leg so my two thighs are the same height. With your arms, make sure that they're at an angle that feels comfortable for your arms. Team U. Remember, don't overwhelm your arms. Elbow to your knee. Long into zoomies. Elbow to your knee. You can keep your bum kind of floating the whole time, or when you drop your bum down, you can completely rest your bum down as you draw your elbow to your knee. Or this kind of hover floating that you can do with your bum in zoomies, that's really very nice as well. Elbows to your knee. Long. One last time. Elbow to your knee. And long. Pause there. Super strong into that right leg. Reach your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Roll into your ankle. If you can, keep your bum floating. Otherwise, drop your bum down. Nice. Bend your knee. Foot to the floor. Lower all the way down. Cool. Bring your arms straight out to the sides. This forever will be called a Margaret for me. So, feet are hip distance apart. Drop your knees down towards the right. And now slide your left foot up and tuck it in behind the right knee. Bring your right hand to your left knee. And then just turn your face to look towards the ceiling and draw your left shoulder back towards the floor. And so I'm going to wiggle that left shoulder a little bit, like I'm trying to scratch my shoulder blade on the floor. Like I have an itch and I'm going, oh, how would I scratch my shoulder blade? And just feel how do your shoulders move here? Maybe move both. Do they move forward? Do they move back? Can you move them down away from your ears? Can you move them up towards your ears? Nice. So I want to pull my shoulders down a little bit away from my ears. And then I want to encourage that left shoulder, rib cage, armpit to really sink and deepen into the floor. And I'm going to give a little bit of traction by bringing my right hand a little bit deeper and heavier onto the left knee. Breathe into your belly. Nice. Come back to center. Both feet to the floor. Other side. Drop your knees down towards the left. Slide your right foot up. Tuck your foot in behind your left knee. Bring your right hand down. Hold on to your outside of your knee. And just see, how would you scratch your right shoulder on the floor? And then move both of your shoulders. What do they do? I kind of have this feeling that I'd love to like widen my left shoulder and then really sink my right. My ears are where they are. My shoulders are away from my ears. I'm widening, reaching, expanding through the chest and connecting the deep of my belly by giving a little bit more weight into my left hand, which connects the whole of everything. And it feels almost like my shoulder's about to follow that left knee, the right knee, and then I'm anchoring a bit deeper into my right shoulder. Nice. Release. Come back to center. Cool. Squeeze both knees up onto your chest. Hug them down. Nice. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Hold on to the right leg and slowly, see how this is, lower the left leg down till it floats just above the floor. You're going to feel a lot of sensation in this right leg as you do this. Change. Hold on to the left leg. Lower the right leg down. And maybe your knee stays bent as you lower your leg down, as your legs warm up. So just hold on to one leg, lower your Leg down, leg down. Where do you feel this in your body? What do you feel in your body? What parts of you, what layers of you? How would you describe the sensation of this in your body? Nice. Now bend your right knee, stretch the left leg long, squeeze it in, and then bend the left knee, stretch the right leg long. And I'm dropping them down straight, more so than traveling. Traveling is where my leg shoots out up and down, a bit like zoomies, whereas this is a leg drop directly down. Nice. Happy baby. Reach down and either hold on to the backs of your knees, to your ankles, or to the soles of your feet. Drop your shoulders down and just settle. Wiggle your toes. And again, find your shoulders. Do that thing where you go, where are my shoulders? What are they doing? And how would I sink my shoulders backwards? Draw my shoulders away from my ears a little bit. How would I stretch into my toes or feel into my feet? Nice. So whatever way you're holding onto the right leg, either behind the knee, on your ankle, or your foot, keep hold of it wherever it is and let go of the left leg and just let your left foot touch the floor, your toe touch the floor. Squeeze your left knee towards you and then let your left leg travel out. Maybe your toe touches the floor a little bit further. Maybe straighten your leg. Squeeze your knee up, hug it in, and then let it travel out. Just begin to notice the elasticity of you. There's a certain point where you're like leaning into the stretchy elastic of yourself. Squeeze your knee in, and then find that stretchy line of connection through the deep of your belly, the front of your thigh. One last time. Squeeze your knee in, stretch your leg long. Nice. Other side. Hold on to the left leg. Both feet into happy baby pose. So you're either holding the back of the knee, the ankle, or the sole of the foot. Release the right leg. Toe touches the floor. And then squeeze your knee up towards you. Maybe your toe touches the floor, continues to just touch the floor, or maybe you begin to lengthen into that leg. Main thing is that you're slowly traveling into your elastic. I'm not forcing. I'm not straining. I'm just leaning in and going, oh, there's the glide. And it's like this feeling where I can harness the length of the front of my hip and then I'm drawing it out into a longer thread. It's very nice. Squeeze your knee in. Long. Last time. Squeeze your knee in. Long. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Stretch your legs out long. I don't think we're going to stand up today. Isn't that? That's great, actually. It's wonderful. So bring your feet to the floor and bring your thighs together, your feet together. Okay. And then walk your feet over towards the right side as far as you can go. So my feet are now off the right side of my mat. And I'm going to turn so I can look down at my feet. So I'm kind of, no, don't do that because my neck went funny. So kind of caterpillar your shoulders over towards the right as well. And then reach your arms overhead. So you can either hold on to your elbows or you can have your arms straight. Okay, so now I feel like a human banana. The left side is super long. You can hold on to your left wrist with your right hand and give it a bit of leverage if you want to. So my left side is super long. If you want to make it even longer, you can cross your left ankle over the top of the right while keeping your left bum on the floor. So how would you play this stretch? The deep of the side of your body. I'm going to squeeze actively into the right side and I'm going to lengthen actively into the left. So not only am I in this position, but I'm also engaging into it. I'm actively pursuing the coordination of my ribs, squeezing the right, lengthening the left. Nice. Uncross your ankles. Bring yourself back to center so that you're a long, straight version of you. And then walk your feet over towards the left. Dun, 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 dun. And then walk your arms over towards the left. I'm going to hold on to my right wrist with my left hand, but you can also hold on to your right elbow with your left hand. See what's right for you. Breathe into the long, deep line of the right side of your body. Let your breath play the stretch. Nice. If you want to deepen it, cross your right ankle over the top of the left, but keep your right bum on the floor. And then deepen your breath as you surge down into your heel, as you reach into your arm. And then I'm going to actively squeeze the left side of my ribs, and I'm going to actively lengthen the right side of my ribs. So I'm not only in the position, but I'm engaging into it as well. Play the stretch with your breath. What are the sounds, the tones, the textures that emerge? The inhalation is really different from the exhalation. The pause on the top of the inhalation has a completely different texture than the pause at the bottom of the exhalation. Nice. Uncross yourself, come back to center, and bend your knees, and then just sway your knees from side to side, just slowly, noticing what's happening through your pelvis, through your spine, through your belly. Nice. Squeeze the right knee up, and then bring your right ankle to rest on top of the left knee, and then lift your left foot off the floor. You can reach your arms overhead if you wish. And I'm just squeezing the left knee closer and closer and closer. And that's going to try and bring the right foot closer to my left armpit. Again, team you, don't sacrifice your right knee for anything. Soften, let your hip be stretching and lengthening rather than your knee taking the brunt. You're really listening. Wiggle your toes, keep your feet alive. Nice. And then just rock from side to side gently. Your arms are still overhead, so the balance will be different. Just feel that. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Pause. Feel the difference between your legs. Nice. Bring the left foot on top of the right knee, and then lift the right knee up towards you. And just meet the deep of that left buttock. Again, you're not sacrificing your knee for any reason. Knees, just mind them. Mind them all the time. Don't do anything that hurts your knees. They're full of structures that take a long time to heal and don't bounce back as fast as muscles. So ligaments and tendons, cartilage, they take ages to heal. So just go slowly. Squeeze your knee even closer. Nice. And then rock from side to side. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Either stretch your legs up towards the ceiling, bring the soles of your feet together, stretch your legs long, squeeze your knees in. Do whatever it is that you do to just let your body come to rest, come to a sense of pause. That was very yummy. I didn't really have a plan, so that was very nice what emerged. So I'll see you all tomorrow. We probably will stand tomorrow. It's probably a really good idea. And that'll be day 17. Wow, it's just flittering along. I'm so excited about February. I've got all these ideas and plans, and this is usually what happens. I start to think, oh, wow, that's going to be incredible. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Be well, be you, be awesome. Listen to your body, team you, all of you together. It's such an incredible community of parts you. Let them be whole Let them be communicating with each other and listen to all of it. Great. See you tomorrow. And yeah, ciao, ciao. Slán, slán.